Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. Another school shooting in America. At what point is enough going to be enough? And I'm not calling for some radical gun law change. I'm calling for common sense gun reform. America, as I've said, monkey's asshole of the rest of the world. We cannot lead the world in mass shootings and school shootings. Everyone sends their thoughts and prayers because you know why. It wasn't your child who got his head blown off. You get to say, you get the privilege of saying, my thoughts and prayers are with you because it wasn't your child. And as you know, there's nothing in this world that makes me more sick than people saying, oh, my thoughts and prayers are with you. Well, you could take your thoughts and prayers and stick them up your ass. All I'm calling for is common sense gun reform. I want you to think about this. A second grader had to call 911 because there was an active shooter, a second grader. That means their teachers, their school, or their parents taught them what to do if there was an active shooter in second grade. Let that sink in for a minute. And there has been a common sense gun reform bill sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk for 10 years. That's why he's got the nickname Massacre Mitch. That's what his legacy will be. Massacre Mitch. That's his legacy. And I want you to think about it. That a second grader had to call 911 because there was an active shooter. Common sense gun reform. That's all. Enough is enough. And it makes my blood boil. Because, oh, you get to say, oh, my thoughts and prayers are with you. Because it wasn't your kid who died. I've had enough, and it makes my blood boil. It makes me sick. America's infatuation with guns, and not just guns, but killing machines, is weird and bizarre and sick. And as I've told you time and time again, people are hurting, and that's why at the end of every video I do, I say help people. Help everyone you can. Be someone's light, be someone's hope, be someone's joy. And that's why I always tell you at the end of every video that if you are struggling with your mental health, my DM is always open because I have my mental health struggles. And clearly, this girl, this child, who went in to the school and shot her teacher was hurting. She was hurting. And my heart breaks for her because she was hurting in some way. I don't know how, but people who aren't hurting in some way, shape, or form, mental health hurting, physically hurting, whatever that hurt is, do not go in and commit gun violence. And I know that, there are responsible gun owners in America. I know that. But the overwhelming majority are not. That's part of the dumbification of America, the United States of stupid, the long-term pandemic of stupid that we are in. Americans need guidelines and boundaries. I've said that time and time again. And all I've ever asked for is common sense gun reform. That's it. Another school shooting where a second grader had to call 911 because there was an active shooter. Enough is enough. And here's a better question. At what point is it enough that America leads the world in mass shootings because they have a sick and twisted infatuation with guns, and not just guns, but killing machines that are designed for war? And people are hurting. She was hurting. That little girl was hurting in some way. And that's why I urge you every single video to be someone's light, love, peace, hope, and joy, because you never know what someone is going through. Do something good today. And as I will tell you again, my DM is always open if you are struggling with your mental health. It's always open. I struggle with mine. I see a psychiatrist, a therapist, and as I've told you in life, you can be stupid or crazy. I chose to be crazy. So, if you need me, I'm always there. Common sense gun reform. Enough is enough. All of my light, love, peace, hope, and joy. Be a good person. Do the right thing. Help people when you can. I will see you later. Love you.